What's up, Starcraft fans? Last time we did Zagara, which ended up being a little bit dicey. Now we'll do Karax, who is probably not going to be quite as dicey, I think. We'll use Architect of War. This will make my repair beam more effective and can target more structures, but the repair beam cannot target units. My masteries will be structural life and shield so that my static defense will last longer. I will have repair beam healing rate so that my repair beam is even better, and spear of rune energy so I can burst on the It's basically for the expansion. I want a fast expansion, so let's go ahead. Thank Notorious Thief, who is supporting me the mobilization tier, and Darth, Lucinous Imperialist, Shadow Archon, who are supporting me in the Pulse Cannon tier. And thank you to all my supporters on Patreon. Once again, we're doing the Maguro map so I can set the enemy as Zerg and the hybrid as ground. Karax's static defense, in name, is no different from Artanis, Alarak, and Vorazun's Photon cannons and Phoenix, but Karax in particular stands out because his cannons have a mastery that increases their health, and he has upgrades for them on the forge that will make him shoot further and faster. They can also be speed boosted by the Energizers so they can shoot even faster with the stim. And with this prestige of Architect of War, his static defense can be super chronoed when I activate the chrono boost here. And I'll make them shoot 20 times as fast. So that's going to be incredible. I will use that specifically for hybrid waves. But expansion first. You can see 20 shots, exactly 20 shots to those rocks to bring them down easily. And for those who don't know, how I did that is hold down shift when you orbital strike, click orbital strike, hold down shift, then click 20 times on the rocks. Holding down shift queues up the orbital strikes so that your latency will not affect your orbital striking time. As long as you click it down, it will register every single click you have, and it will make you more accurate and more energy efficient. Solar energy, that is, because the number of clicks will correspond exactly to the number of orbital strikes. You will not get that situation where you click twice and only one orbital strike shoots, or you click 5 and only 4 shoot. That will make it even more exact when you shoot those orbital strikes, so you will conserve that precious energy, that precious solarite that Karax loves so much. Forge is on the way. Normally for Karax I like to start with a gateway so I can get my solar forge upgrades, but in this instance I am going specifically static defense, not orbital strike, so the forge first will actually come helpful. You can see forge has completed. I have workers harvesting this gas, and now workers harvesting this other gas.
It appears the enemy is advancing.
2 cannons to start.
Meet them in combat.
That will be all I need to defeat the first wave of roaches. Of course, I add the chrono boost. You can see with the Architect of War prestige, I can chrono boost my cannons. They'll shoot faster. You can see this. There are 3 chrono boost icons on this photon cannon in particular. And now with the roaches on the way, the cannon is ready to rack up kills. Let's see. Up they go.
The enemy is Zerg. Prepare
So it shoots
yourself.
faster. Yeah, it definitely shoots faster. You can see it shoots faster than the other one. It's gotten off an extra shot at this point. And with the extra cannon coming, and with the focus fire I was doing, I actually did not lose any health. Or yeah, I did lose a little bit of health, but that was quickly regened by the repair beam. So 2 cannons, just barely enough to hold. I added the 3rd one just to be extra safe. You can see now my upgrade of the speed, the attack speed of the cannons is almost complete. I've started the gateway and the sentinel so I can break down these rocks. And the sentinels will be useful later on for the thrasher. The thrasher
Chrono boost activate. Our structure
will
should research
shoot the
free
temple
units much
if we're not
more
shooting at it.
quickly.
Okay, so I actually activated the chrono boost so I can get these upgrades done faster. But you can see they last long enough on the cannons that they essentially shot like machine guns at the enemy and made them absolutely not a thing. I don't think I was even looking here. I was actually looking at my expansion making my sentinel break those rocks. And I didn't even have to look at my static defense because with a chrono boost, the cannons work extra effectively. Chrono boosting out another sentinel. And now the upgrade for the Photon cannon and Khaydarin Monolith range is almost complete. I'll make it extra effective. I'll add 2 shield batteries here so that they can keep my Photon cannons alive for even longer. You can see I now have 3 sentinels working on these rocks that will make it go down extra quickly, so I can harvest that.
The temple's mechanisms are aligning properly.
And I have 5 cannons here and an energizer boosting the attack speed. And with this guy, you can see there are 4 chrono boost icons here. 1 for the passive chrono, 1 for the active chrono, 1 for the next chrono. Oh, that's what was the unity barrier. My sentinels, by the way, are whacking this set of rocks right here, so I can push my cannons even further forward. That is actually part of my strategy. Double energizer now. I am getting the shield upgrade for my shield battery, so they can put basically an immortal barrier on my photon cannons when they take damage. Walking past these guys are my sentinels. You'll see later on what exactly they're for. Probe puts down this cannon over here, so I can start defending against this Thrasher later on. I sneak, at least try to sneak these guys past attack wave. You can see I delete these guys so that my Thrasher can actually fight, or my Sentinel can actually fight the Thrasher. And you can see the Thrasher, being distracted by 1 Sentinel, is unable to shoot at the temple. That's actually all I need. Just dodge that a little bit. Meanwhile, working on this Thrasher with my Purifier Beam. I wasn't really gonna use it until later on, so I thought I might as well. I might as well not waste my top bar. It'll go right on cooldown. It'll be available again once I need it, so that's perfect. I do not use my chrono wave at the 9-minute wave because the 10-minute wave will come with Thrashers. That's when I want to use it. You can see I set up my defenses here at the temple instead of at the ramp like I did here, because later on at that 21-minute mark, the enemy will drop a big wave here, and they'll want these cannons to be fighting that instead of, well, instead of being idle here. So I'm just being efficient with these static defense. You see, attack wave trying to break through. This cannon is taking tremendous damage, but not quite enough. More cannons going up. I actually thought I would need my super chrono a bit earlier. Turns out I might need it here instead. Do I even use it here? Do I even use it here? Sentinel's gone. That's a bit of a shame. Yeah, I actually don't even use it here. Oh, I'm about to lose this. I did in fact lose that cannon. I maybe should have popped the super chrono to kind of defend my cannons, or kind of protect my cannons. Lost a second cannon right here. That is even with the shield battery regenerating its health. But I can just replace it. Nice thing about characters, you can easily replace lost cannons. Although that being said, I only lost like 2 cannons so far among all this stuff. I would still call it a win. Only losing 2 cannons after Amon sent like 12 waves already? Not bad. Not bad at all. Starting my Khaydarin Monoliths here so they can shoot further. Adding more cannons here. Meanwhile, another probe is sneaking by to pop out a few pieces of static defense here. mostly so they can fight this Thrasher over here. And so I don't need to pop any more energy or sentinels. You can see that I didn't even make a Twilight Council. I don't think I even have a Twilight Council because I do not need more Spear of Rune upgrades. All I need are more cannons. So you can see cannons just wailing away at the enemy. Cannons with the range upgrade can just simply shoot further than the Spine Crawler. This one does do a little bit of damage, but you can see Chrono Boost has been activated. We'll delete these, well, these guys pretty quickly. With that, you can see this shield upgrade is actually going faster. That's pretty neat. Now I'll wait for the Thrasher. You can see I have a Monolith and a cannon, which will be tremendous in fighting this Thrasher. Also distracting. You can see enemies trying to send roaches, but that will not be a thing. Oh, poor probe. Rip. Good news is, probes do not count toward my units lost. They are not static defense. That is indisputable. Meanwhile, setting up more static defense here because the next wave will come in 15 minutes. Always comes in on the northeast. Either direct drop or transport drop. They will drop in. You can see this area is already well defended. Once the Thrasher spawns here, it will be promptly deleted.
We are detecting hybrid. Not even the
Adding
hybrid can withstand
shield
our
batteries.
might.
Adding cannons. Actually, I chose to add a monolith there. Also nice. See. Oh, that Khaydarin monolith was momentarily distracted by the rocks. My monolith was rock slapping essentially. That's crazy. A rock slapping monolith. It still is. My goodness. It's getting Mondo distracted. Ooh, this one taking a few hits. It almost, well, now it did lose all its shields. It started taking hull damage, but the repair beam, not a problem.
Enemy drop pods detected.
Rack these guys, make them not a thing. Another drop will come in directly into our base. And then after that, we'll have a Thrasher to contend with here. Let's see. Wow. This Khaydarin model is just stat padded and rock slapped at the same time. My goodness. That stupid monolith. You can see even the cannons are able to shoot at the Thrasher. And this Thrasher for some reason chose to target this shield battery. Actually, not for some reason. It's actually for no reason in particular. I'm not sure why it's doing this. Completely okay. Alright. The probe heading down here. I think I lost my probe to the Thrasher. That's 2 probes lost to the Thrasher. That's actually kind of crazy. Either way, we'll have a hybrid wave next. And for the hybrid wave, I do have my super chrono ready. Here it comes. 18-minute wave will directly come from here. I should note that the 18-minute wave is only going to be guaranteed coming from the sides when the first hybrid is ground-based, and when the 15-minute wave is a transport wave. If the 6-minute wave, aka the first hybrid wave, comes with air hybrid first, that means the 15-minute wave will be direct drop, and the 18-minute wave is not guaranteed to be double sides. Sometimes it's double sides, other times it's double wave at the southwest ramp. So you want to be wary of those particular instances. Individual roaches just being sent. Just stat padding the kills of this cannon. Getting ready because they will drop more transport waves on this ledge. The kill zone ledge. add a cannon here just so that they stray and whack the temple for no reason. They sometimes like to do that. I'd rather not give them the pleasure of doing that. Attack wave. Coming over here. Will be whacked promptly and unceremoniously. And made not a thing. His cannons are good. More waves. They will try to break this monolith, but too strong. Too strong. Meanwhile, I already have defenses set up here, so I'm more than prepared for that wave. Okay.
Detecting enemy drop pods.
Got some guys coming here. Ooh. Think. Ooh. Okay, one of them is kind of getting low on shields, but that is fine. This wave completely cleaned out. That is not a problem. Next wave will drop directly on top of this. So I put a cannon down here. Just one cheeky little cannon to absorb the bulk of the damage. I like having cannons absorb the damage because it's quite tanky and it shoots faster, so I can fight back more effectively. The cannon or the monolith is more of a long-range guy, so I'd like to have it from a. Oh, kind of lost that cannon. I think it's my third cannon lost, fourth cannon lost. Oh wow, these roaches are something. They are 3/3 roaches, so they can actually fight back a little bit against co-op cannons, Karax cannons. That is wild, and that is with shield batteries repairing it. We should have gotten a shield battery upgrade or something. I don't think I even have. Oh, yeah, I do have a Twilight Council. I just didn't get that energy upgrade for shield batteries. Maybe I should have. Oh well. Double Thrasher wave. I have cannons in place, and we'll smash both waves without losing much. Did I lose anything? Yeah, I have a lot of stuff. I'm not sure if I lost a cannon here. I might have, but I'm not sure. I don't think I lost anything on this front. I just smashed it unceremoniously. I might have lost a cannon here. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure. Thrasher goes down without a problem. I replace that cannon. Then next wave is probably the most dangerous wave. That one will contain the hybrids. So I have to use my super chrono to see how fast they shoot. Just bang, 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 bang. Oh, I still lost cannon. So even with super chrono, I still managed to lose a cannon somehow. Well, there's one here. This one lost all its shields, but nothing else. Cannons hold strong. Monolith added. Monolith added. Last wave time, you can see I have extra monoliths here and here, so they can shoot even further. And extra firepower, they can shoot as early as this point, before the enemy even sees that something is shooting at them. That is incredible. Last wave time will arrive in about, well, yeah, right about now. 24:40. Alright, let's have it. Come on, wave. Come on, wave, let's go. Ooh, I might lose another one. Ooh. I might lose another one? Oh, I lost another one. Yeah, I think my shield batteries just barely ran out of energy. Although, not quite. This one still had a little bit of, maybe this was healing the wrong thing. Oh well. You can see the monsters get extra shots before the wave has even arrived. This would be beautiful. And this wave washing upon my concave of static defense. I have an actual concave of static defense right now. Why does Amon think he'll do anything against that? Oh, I think, did I lose a cannon? I might have lost a cannon. Okay, I stand corrected. Amon did something with that. Not much, but something. And right now, just stat padding my survival rate by just adding cannons at the end of the game. Yeah, just stat padding cannons, survival, by just spamming cannons all around before the map ends. A little bit of stat padding for Karax. Kind of a cheeky stat pad, but It worked nonetheless. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. If you have an idea of what else I can do, please leave it in the comment. Let's check out the score screen. Alright, first sheet. First I think Zygar's 29%. That's brutal. You guys are brutal. And by brutal I mean brutal toward Raynor. How does Raynor have less likes on his static defense than Zagara? My goodness. You guys are such haters of Raynor. My goodness. Anyway. Damage-wise, Karax, that's... I know I can do the subtraction method, but I like adding. 54.5%. Add 39.7% for the Monolith. That counts to 94.2. That is actually slightly less than Swan. Nice. For Temple Health, that is a full 3,000 health. That's 100%. Survival, that's... I lost 11 cannon. That's a lot. That's way more than I was expecting. Anyway, I had 71 cannon survive. And all 23 Monoliths survive. That's it. Should I add the shield batteries? I don't actually know how many shield batteries I made, so I unfortunately can't add them. Oh well. Divide by... That's 82 made cannons, and well, I was stat padding at the end, so maybe that does count. 23 shield, or 23 Khaydarin monoliths. That's 89%. It's actually kind of funny that Kerrigan has a higher survival rate on her static defense than does Karax. It's Karax who has a reputation for static defense that just doesn't die. And he had a lower survival rate than Kerrigan. Transfuse good, guys. It's transfuse good. And now it's up to you guys. Do you like Karax's static defense relative to the other commanders? I think if 100% of you guys vote that you like Karax's static defense, he can just barely edge out Swan for the top 1 spot. But it's up to you guys. A poll will go up tomorrow asking you guys whether you like Karax's static defense relative to other commanders. I will see you guys then.